Hey everyone, Phobos here. Coming at you with not really a build guide or anything, but more of an update. So I've been kind of MIA recently, at least on YouTube. I've actually been playing the game a lot, um, but just haven't really gotten around to making a video. I guess in some ways I wasn't making anything because I wasn't really doing anything special. I've kind of now amassed a lot of currency, so I'm going to be trying some fun builds, and I've also been trying to help out some people that I play with in softcore to get into the game. So I made a Mana Guardian on softcore, so I'm playing that a bit. But this is the first character that I made, and I'm gonna go over it. It helped me farm a ton of currency basically, so I can pretty much do whatever I want in hardcore. And I'll just go over. So it's a GC miner, as you can probably see from the tooltip. Um, and I'll go over just a couple things maybe I did differently for the build, or actually I think I'm going to start by showing the gear. So I got this guy to level 93, and he died. How did he die actually? I'm trying to think. It was like a really stupid death. Oh, he died to like poison clouds. It was actually really unfortunate. I probably should have had the Pantheon equipped that reduces the dot damage taken, but oh well. I think what happened was I opened a poison strongbox, and then I killed a bunch of stuff with my mines, and it killed other mobs that were like drop poison clouds on death. So I like was taking damage from the strongbox when it opened, and then I kept running forward trying to get out of the strongbox, and I basically just ran into more poison and died. So yeah, not too interesting, pretty shitty death. But yeah, I'll go over the gear. So this is a helm I crafted. I have an even better one than this that I just sold on hardcore. It was basically with the added lightning damage and 70 some life, but this is going to be essential. Well, not really essential, but you want to upgrade to something like this, the Shaper helm with the additional mine, because it just increases your throw rate damage, gives you more AoE basically because you're getting more AoE per mine. Just a really good helm here. Amulet's nothing really special, just crit multi amulet basically. Got Essence Worm for the hatred. This is just a resist ring to help cap resist, nothing too special there. This is a pretty good chest, like a hybrid chest. It's not the best hybrid chest, obviously, if it had like flat ES. Like you really want flat light, flat ES, and then you just master craft the percent energy shield on it. So nothing insane, but pretty good. This is the shield I had. I actually found this shield. It was pretty good, no life on it, but otherwise pretty decent. The boots, I just got them to help cap resist. They really should be ES boots, and they have a pretty good lab enchant on them, so I kept them. Jewel is nothing too special here, but pretty decent damage stats. And the Stygian Vise is pretty decent. Nothing too insane, but not bad. The Scepter is the real thing. I actually crafted this myself, and as you can see, it's absolutely just fucking insane. I have like a massive amount of tooltip. I have like 35k. This is without Conkin. With Conkin, we have like 41k. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't even know if Hatred's on. Oh yeah, Hatred's not even on. Okay. So with Hatred on, 51k without Conk, and 45k basically with Conk. So this guy was pretty much a monster. He's only level 93, but that's because I've been basically bossing on him. Killed a bunch of Elder Guardians, did Elder a little bit, did a bunch of Aziris on him, and then he ripped, so I've been basically just farming money that way by kind of like doing general map stuff and then bossing. Go open the tree here. So I took Explosive Expert here instead of Pyromaniac. Probably another thing that killed me. Pyromaniac is really good. If you want to be uber defensive, you should definitely have Pyromaniac and Born in Shadows. But I was trying to be a greedy little monkey and basically just get a ton of AoE. Because what I wanted to do is just not run Area of Effect. I wanted to see how that felt. And it felt pretty good when you have all this AoE from this and, just from like the Ascendancy in general and stuff like that. So it worked out, but the more defensive option is obviously Pyromaniac. Whatever you do, make sure you take Born in Shadows because it's just absolutely OP as fuck. Because not only are the enemies blinded, they take 10% reduced damage, or you take 10% reduced damage from them when they're blinded. And then your hits blind stuff, so you even blind stuff like bosses and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a pretty insane character. Pretty tanky too, considering it is basically going for full glass cannon. As you can see, like we were trying to get energy shield on whenever we could, just to get a little bit of a barrier. I do like ES on a miner because how it ends up working is that you're not getting hit that often, right? So your ES actually has a chance to recharge. You're also doing a lot of freezing. So I feel like it's better on a miner than it would be on like a self-cast character or something like that. So I do like that. Then you have the Mind Over Matter pool here. So we had quite a bit of effective HP. We basically had like, you know, this is a 6, 7, like 7.5 around 8k. You don't have much mitigation is the part where this build really kind of suffers from, I guess. But other than that, it's pretty good. Still using the Rim Sorrow. And the reason why we're opting for that is because the jewels that you can get, like the Abyss jewels, just give like way more damage. As you can see, like I have really good jewels on all these things here. Or not really good, but they're like decent. Also using a clear mine there. Yeah, they just give more damage. And to find a helm with the enchant and the additional mine is rough. Like obviously that is the ideal. So if you can find a Shaper helm with the 40% conversion, it's actually kind of ridiculous because then you just craft that sucker until you get the mine roll you want, and then you can actually replace your gloves. In this case, you replace them probably with what are those new gloves called? I forget what they're called. Not the new ones, but you can either do Dodre's Tenure. Yeah, you probably will only do Dodre's Tenure because you only do the upgraded version because it's just going to cost, your mine's going to cost too much mana. But they would do an insane amount of damage because it gives like flat chaos on it. So it would be kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I think this is like the epitome. This is like pretty much the pinnacle you're going to get damage-wise for like a life-based build. You could do something really retarded like run Incandescent Heart, but I feel like that's good for the CI version, not so good for the life version, unless you have a ton of Chaos Res, and you're probably going to need really good gear to make that work and still get damage in other places. So, there's that, but this is pretty much the tree, too. I'll open it up here. I'll just go around the tree. There's nothing really too crazy about the tree. It's a pretty standard tree. I take this. A lot of people don't take it, but I just take it because I was doing a lot of bossing. So like having the one additional mine place for the setup was actually fine, and I could still 3 rotation the mines basically because I was putting down 4 mines per. So it just depends like how many mines you're putting down and what type of content you're doing really, whether that point is worth it or not. If you're doing anything that can be set up for, it's definitely worth it because each mine does a lot of damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll post like the POB and everything in the description, so if any of you guys want to follow this. And I guess for the how I was doing the mana on this is I mostly just like mapped with it, and most of the bosses would get roll on rotation. So just basically using Vol Clarities was pretty much enough. If you need to do something like Elder, you can swap out a flask for like a mana flask. Yeah. And I have a decoy, obviously, just to taunt things, make it super easy. And I had an extra spot, so I just ran a Vol Grace, because it can be nice in some pinch situations. And obviously had cast when damage taken. Mine set up, my decoy totem was linked to increased duration, had Frost Bomb and Grace in here with the increased duration. The Vol Clarities are in here. You want to put your Vol Clarities in the helmet because, unfortunately, when you get the place additional mine, it also comes with supported gems are socketed by level 20 remote mine. So what happens here is anything you put in here is going to try and get socketed to a mine, but luckily things like Vol Clarities can't get put in a mine. So that's why you throw them in there. Obviously we have a 1 aura here. This is faster casting spell totem detonate mines for when you just like need to spam. And then cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, increased duration, and detonate mines. You can also put something like Frost Bomb in here if you want, or Enfeeble. There's a lot of things you can do. And then obviously our shield charge set up in here. So that's pretty much that character. Here are the flasks, Taste of Hate, Diamond, Azuri Flask. movement speed flask. Like I said, if you're bossing, you can probably just swap this out for mana flask, and you'll be pretty much golden. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.